Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick, and welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Maverick podcast coming at you from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we are doing another mock draft today. Today it's on the Sleeper app. We are playing against 11 other people, 12-team league, PPR. I'm picking ninth. Ended up with an excellent team, so you definitely got to check it out. Here we go.
Listen up. It's time for the Fantasy Maverick podcast, starring the guy who's going to help you win that fantasy championship, Jimmy Maverick.
Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick. Hey, we're going to do a mock draft tonight. I am actually going to be doing a live mock draft with 12 human beings on Sleeper this evening, and these are all fantasy football experts, so I'm sure it's going to be a little crazy and a little weird, but we're going to use my app, My Perfect Fantasy Draft, to pick players, and I think we're going to get ourselves an awesome team. So I'm just waiting for everybody to check in, and then the draft will automatically start. We will record it, and we will see how it goes. So anyway, I will start this as soon as the draft is ready to go. All right, so I've got my app set up. What we're doing here is a 12-team PPR. I am picking ninth, so I've gone ahead and I've set up my point schedule. I've set up draft mode for draft position 9, and what you see here are all the rounds of the draft that we're going to be going through. Looks like this is pretty much a standard lineup. One quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, tight end. There are two flex positions and only 4 bench slots. So this is going to go pretty quickly for a draft. But what we're doing here is when we click on this, when we click on the 1, we are looking at all the players between our first round pick and our second round pick. Now, instead of being sorted by their draft position, which you would see right here, they are instead sorted by their VORC score, which stands for Value, Outlook, Reliability, and Consistency. And based on how they score on each of these 4 key metrics, they get points. And then those points are added up, and the highest points are on top. The little gun means that these people are long shots, meaning it's less than a 50-50 shot. They'll make it to our pick. And then the little hands are reaches, which means those guys will be long shots on the next round. Looks like we are basically ready to go. Everybody is in the draft. But you can see here that my app is currently recommending Chris Godwin. It scores the highest VORC score that's not a long shot this round. I do love his outlook for the year. Joe Mixon, Travis Kelce. So we could go tight end wide receiver here with our first 2 picks. Actually, I'm sorry. We're just going to look at our first pick. Joe Mixon is the top running back for this round, but let's see here. If we just look at running backs, who else is available? Well, Kamara, Cook, and Henry. Probably all those guys are going to be gone by the time that gets to us. Eckler is listed as a reach. I think I might be good with going with Godwin here for my first pick. I know I normally don't like to take wide receivers first, but I'll tell you what, man, you can't deny the upside of that offense for this season. I think it'll be good, but let's see who's available for running backs. And then if we did wait till the second round to get a running back, who would it recommend? Well, Kenyan Drake, Leonard Fournette is another option. I might be consider going Drake here in the first round. I know that's a little bit of a risk, but he offers fantastic value. His value rank is 12th. 5-star outlook, high reliability, 8 out of 10 consistency, and he's on a great offense. It's going to be a very productive offense here. So we're going to get started on this very soon. I'm going to pause the video again because I thought I was going to start up now there was 12 people in line, but I will come back just as soon as we get going. Okay, and we are off. So you can see that the timer's on the first person. Let's go ahead and queue up some players here. So, we were talking... let's see here. So we were talking, well, Joe Mixon is there. Kenyan Drake is there. Leonard Fournette is right there. Also for wide receivers, we were talking Godwin, taking Godwin as our number 1. Really, if you're going to take a wide receiver this year, I think you got to take Godwin. I don't trust Evans just because of his style of play is not well suited for 43-year-old Tom Brady, in my opinion. I think that Evans needs a lot of volume, a lot of deep balls. I don't think that's what Tom Brady's going to do, and because of that, his stats are going to suffer. So first 3 off the board, McCaffrey, Barkley, Cook, then Thomas came off. That's interesting. That Cook got taken off top 3, but that means Zeke is still on the board. That's interesting. And you can see here I've got my queued players. Do I have them queued? Oh, it didn't bring them over here. That's weird. I still got to learn the Sleeper app. Is this how they show up? I'm still learning the Sleeper app. I do have them starred here, though, so we have them identified. Derrick Henry got taken. Wow, look at that. Kamara got taken. What? See, Kelly, I told you, man, these are like fantasy football experts, so they're all crazy. So who's still on the board here? So we've got, let's see here. Well, Mixon is still there. Jacobs is there. Hopkins, Devontae Adams, Kenyan Drake right there. So I think I'm going to take a running back first. I think I have to just because, oh, look, and it's my turn. Okay. So now, according to my app, Dre, we were talking Mixon, but I got to say, man, I do like Drake's upside more. I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to steal Drake with my first pick. And let's go ahead and draft him. What do I need to do to draft? There we go. Oh, it took it. Okay, great. Oh, so that's what the plus sign is. That's the draft. All right, so we're starting out with Kenyan Drake, and now it's going to circle back to us. I would not mind going running back again. Leonard Fournette is there. Who else is there for running backs? Fournette. Jacobs is already gone. Sanders is there. Sanders would be good. But let's see what happens here. So Devontae Adams. Now, I got to say, if Godwin makes it back to us for the second pick, I would be very tempted to take him there. But we are going to go ahead. I do have Fournette highlighted. Okay. And who else is on here? Hopkins, Tyreek Hill, Julio Jones. These guys are great, but I'm just not sure they offer a lot of upside this season, so that makes me very nervous to take them. Julio Jones is 31 this year. I don't like to draft receivers over age 30 because I don't think they offer any upside anymore. It's back to us. Miles Sanders got taken. Look at that. Hopkins and Hill are still on the board. We could take Godwin here, but seriously, you can see here how heavy we're going running back on this draft. Only 3 receivers taken so far. I got to take who I like the best. Fournette, he's a lock for 300 touches and targets this year. So you got to take the volume. So we'll go ahead and we'll take Fournette with our second pick. Go on to the third. And I really would not mind going running back on to start out this draft, and then we'll look at wide receivers because, again, receivers are not coming off the board right now. But Le'Veon Bell is my top pick for the next round. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a long shot. I would also love him as a flex play. That would be awesome. Gurley and Gordon, I don't really care for. I don't like their outlook this year, but certainly Bell. If Bell makes it back to us, we'll see what happens. But I'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and mark him off. Where are you, Bell? Let's see here. I think I got to search for him. There he is. Yeah, he's at 34. We got this nice long gap before our next pick. So we've got Bell. Who else is? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, has he been taken yet? He did get taken. Yeah, he got taken early. All right. So, but for wide receivers this round, if we went Ridley, wow, that's a great choice. He's a reach at this point, but he offers such fantastic VORC score. We could gamble that he would still be available for our 4th round pick. Love to get him as our wide receiver 1. I think he'd be great. Woods and Kupp, those guys are also awesome. Thielen, long shot, so not as likely, but I think all those guys are good choices. Woods, I'm trying to get in every draft I'm in, but again, I think it's best if we stick with our running back strategy here. And so Lamar Jackson came off the board at the end of the 2nd round. No tight ends yet. Oh, and look at that, Bell got taken early. See, this is why it's so weird playing with fantasy football experts. They always go a little bit crazy with this stuff. Who else is available? Now, Chris Carson. Where is Chris Carson? Let's go running back. Carson is listed probably on the next round. Yeah, Chris Carson does score very well. He is still injured. He got the injury designation, but a contract year, upward trend in his usage. I do like him. I do like Kareem Hunt, although I would think that I would need to get him in the third round. I could wait on him. David Johnson is another possibility. Let's jump back here and see what's going on. So Mike Evans just got taken. That's all that's happening here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to mark off Carson, because I love Carson as my third. David Johnson, too. I doubt he'll make it back to me. Kelsey just came off the board. Now, as a third-round pick, I got to say, man, Kittle would be a really nice option here, I do think. Let's see here. Let's go, and we can restore players from prior rounds that should have gone in prior rounds. If he makes it back to us, where does Kittle rank? Kittle is right there. He scores very well as a third-round pick, 66 VORC points. Long shot. And again, he has not been taken. I would consider taking Kittle in the third round here if that actually happens. Nope, he got taken. So, but who else is here? We already talked about Gurley and Gordon. I don't really like them this year. I don't like their upside. David Johnson looks like he might make it to me. We'll see what happens. But if he doesn't, I'll definitely take Chris Carson with my third round pick, and we will go from there. So just waiting for this guy to make his selection. He took Gordon. Okay, so David Johnson did make it back to us. I love Johnson as a flex play. So I think I got to take him with my third pick. So I've gone running back on all three picks. I believe I'm the only person that's done that so far, so that's pretty good. And on the turnaround, heading into the fourth round, I do like the idea of taking a wide receiver with our fourth round pick. Ridley is the top choice. Cortland Sutton is also a good choice here. So let's go ahead and let's mark those guys off. We'll go to, let's see, there's Ridley. We'll mark him. And Sutton, where is he? There's Woods. I love Woods. Sutton is right there. We could possibly wait on Sutton. But oh, look at that. Chris Carson did get taken. Odell Beckham Jr. got taken into the third. I think that's way too expensive. Cooper Kupp got taken. He's a popular choice. We'll see what we get here. Scroll down just a little bit. Juju. I'm not thrilled with Juju for this season either. Although he does offer some opportunity there. DJ Moore. Okay, so it did come back to us. So our first choice, Calvin Ridley, still available. I love that as our first wide receiver. So let's go ahead and take Ridley. And now let's go to the next round, fifth round. And this round, I like to circle back to a running back if we could. Let's see here what running backs are available. Now, Kareem Hunt is the long shot. I would love to be able to get Kareem Hunt with my fifth overall pick. If we wanted to go tight ends, Darren Waller, I think would be a fantastic choice to take as our first tight end. Let's see here let's see here if we go look at wide receivers. Terry McLaurin, I do like Terry McLaurin for the upcoming season. We got DK Metcalf, Jarvis Landry, who I do like, but he's got the injury designation. That's why his outlook is bad right now. AJ Green is a player I don't like, even without that injury designation. I still don't like him. Another over age 30 wide receiver. Doesn't offer really any upside. So let's see here. So let's go ahead. Let's get Terry McLaurin highlighted. Where is McLaurin? Where are you? There he is. Sutton might make it back to us as well. For running backs, let's see here. So we've got where are you? There you are. We should be able to get Hunt with our fifth pick. I'd love to have 4 running backs in our first 5 picks, and then we'll go from there and use the round 6 through 10 to get the rest of our key players, our wide receivers, our tight ends, and whatnot. But to have 4 running backs would be fantastic. Let's see here. So Now, what about quarterbacks? Now, I got to tell you, for this kind of a league, for a 12-team league, I like to wait as long as possible to take my quarterback. I usually like to be amongst the last people in the draft to take a quarterback. So right now, only 2 have come off the board, so I don't even need to worry about it. But if I was to target anyone, Matt Ryan I very much like, Daniel Jones I very much like. Both those guys would definitely be on my target list when we get later into the draft. So you can see here a couple more tight ends have come off. So we'll see if Waller makes it back to us. I bet he doesn't. But still no more quarterbacks. We got Mark Ingram, James Conner, Devin Singletary, the running backs that came off, Adam Thielen, DK Metcalf, Woods came off, one of my favorites there, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen. So let's see. So Kareem Hunt is still there. Let's see who else. Look, Kyler Murray's sneaking up now as at the top of the draft board. Not really super interested in any of these guys that are right here at the top. Just because, like Kyler Murray, I don't want to take an early pick on a quarterback. Jonathan Taylor, I don't like that backfield. Three-headed monster, I don't think it's going to be great for fantasy. T.Y. Hilton, I don't trust. Deebo Samuel, I think he's decent, but again, he's coming off of a Super Bowl season, so there's always like that Super Bowl slump that happens, and so I am concerned about the entire Niners offense. What do we got going on here? So Kyler Murray finally got taken as the 3rd quarterback. That's crazy. It's almost our pick. DJ Chark, Cam Akers, Raheem Mostert, Jonathan Taylor came off. Okay, so Hunt did make it back to us. I love that. And you can see that Sutton is still on the board. Oh, boy. Do I risk it here? I could take Sutton and then hope to get Kareem on the return. Terry McLaurin is still there. I think I'm just gonna go safe. I'm gonna go Kareem. I'll take him. Love that. 4 solid running backs for the upcoming year. I love that, the upside there. I think that's great. Also, these guys all catch a lot of passes. Leonard Fournette, 100 targets. Kenyan Drake could certainly be targeted 100 times. David Johnson, that's what he made his money on, man. His targets. Kareem Hunt, same thing. All these guys can catch balls. Perfect for PPR drafts. That's, another bonus. Okay. Oh, look at that. McLaurin and Sutton both got taken right after me. So let's go and look at the, what are we looking at? Sixth round pick. What do we got? Okay, so Tyler Boyd is the top wide receiver on this round, the top pick on this round with the best VORC score. I do like the idea of going with Tyler Boyd. I know I usually stress caution around, and look at that. Waller came off. Prescott came off. I express caution when there's a rookie quarterback that's starting with the team. That certainly is a risk. But Tyler Boyd, he plays behind an injury-prone wide receiver in A.J. Green. He was targeted a ton last year. And so I think that's going to continue this year. I think he's going to continue to be the primary receiver on this offense. So I am not worried about A.J. Green at all for this fantasy season. So, okay, so it's back to us. So Waller, Michelle, Marquise Brown, and now it's back to us. So let's go ahead and we'll take our second wide receiver, Tyler Boyd. And it would have been nice. I think if I had maybe gambled and took Sutton, I probably could have gotten Kareem on the return here. But, okay, so now we got another quarterback that's come off the board. So we've had 5 quarterbacks that have now come off. T.Y. Hilton. Let's go to the 7th round and see what's going on here. So for the 7th round, okay, so remember I said Matt Ryan is one of my favorite options for quarterback. It's telling me the 7th round is when we should start targeting Matt Ryan. So there's also Carson Wentz. John Brown is a receiver. Let's take a look at what running backs are available. James White's a long shot. Darius Geis. I don't really want to deal with Darius Geis. How about tight ends? Austin Hooper. We could take Austin Hooper. Don't really care for Austin Hooper. And if we go to the 8th round, let's see here. So Tyler Higbee still on the board. Maybe he'll make it back to us. We'll see. Josh Allen came off. And let's see here. For wide receivers, you got John Brown, and you got Kirk, Brandon Cooks, Marvin Jones. Yeah, none of these guys are really thrilling me. A couple of long shots there, but they don't score very well for fantasy purposes. So, certainly if James White makes it back to us, I'd probably take him. But let's see what's happening here. Julian Edelman. So let's go and look at what quarterbacks on the board. So we got Wentz, Stafford, Mayfield, Roethlisberger, Locke. This is interesting. Where the heck is... Oh, look, Deshaun Watson is still on the board. Holy crap. I would totally take him if he makes it to us. But Drew Brees, there's Matt Ryan. So this would be the time to take Matt Ryan because we're within 3 quarterbacks. That's usually my trigger, is I count back 3 quarterbacks, and once that quarterback comes off the board, I would take him. So Hunter Henry just got taken. Let's see here. Tyler Higbee still in play. I would certainly like to grab him as our tight end if he makes it back to us, and I think there's a good chance he will because there's 3 guys in front of him, so that's pretty good for me. Let's see here. Dobbins got taken. Dobbins, I think that's a wasted pick, man. Totally. Talk about a crowded backfield. Jeez. And I love Marlon Mack. I think he's a great choice. Oh, and look, Deshaun Watson got taken, so someone else saw that. That's all right. I don't really want Deshaun Watson. He's just a nice play. Jarvis Landry, that's a great pick. I love Jarvis. But let's go ahead and take our tight end. I think we're in good shape right here. So we've already got our 2 wide receivers. We got 4 running backs. We'll take our tight end this round, and we'll just continue to wait on a quarterback. But we'll look to get another running back on the next round. So let's go ahead and take Higbee. That's nice. He was a long shot for this round. As we saw here, he was supposed to go in the prior round. He was supposed to go in the 6th round, but he made it to us. And if we look at Higbee's score here, it's not a great Vork score, but I got to say, I love him. I love the draft position here. I think he's going to be a fine choice. Ingram got taken, so it's going to circle back to us pretty quickly for the 8th round. So let's take a look at the 8th round here. And, okay, so it's recommending some wide receivers. Sterling Shepard, Jameson Crowder. I think both those guys are fantastic choices as a wide receiver 3. Now, let's look at the running backs, though. See, okay, Phillip Lindsay. Okay, to get Lindsay as our 5th, I love Lindsay. I love the upside, and I think Gordon's going to be a bust this year. So, Phillip Lindsay has been such an outstanding player. Plus, he's a Buff. Go Buffs. Love Colorado. So, let's go find him. We'll definitely put him on the list. So where are you? There's James White. There's Lindsay. Yeah, like that. I like that a lot. Who else? Tariq Cohen, Sony Michel, Kerryon Johnson, Darius Geis. All right, so no one else there I'm really interested in. The wide receivers, again, very tempting with both Shepard and Crowder scoring very well on right now on their Vork score. But like I said, I think it's good for us to go with a high upside running back here. Our 6th running back, we are just loading up. So I love having Phillip Lindsay as our 6th running back. That is key. Is he 6th or 5th? I guess he's 5th. 5th running back. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. Damian Williams got taken. Darius Geis got taken. Boy, I just don't think Darius Geis he just can't stay healthy, and that's, I don't know why you take that risk. So we can certainly hope that one of these wide receivers, either Sterling Shepard, there's some good ones here. There's Crowder. He's probably not going to make it back to us. There's Shepard. He's probably not going to make it back to us, but we can still mark him off. There's still a lot of players in front of them, including some rookies. Not really interested in those rookies, especially now that Henry Ruggs is sporting that injury designation. Don't like that at all. I love McColl's upside. I think I'll tag him, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, look at that. CeeDee Lamb just got taken. CeeDee Lamb got taken ahead of Gallup. Gallup is another one. I think he's still on. Is he still on the board here? No, Gallup got taken. Okay, that makes sense. I was about to say, did someone take CeeDee Lamb before Gallup? Oh, no, that's dumb. All right. But we are, as we're looking at the 9th round, who is it recommending for the 9th round? We've got Ronald Jones, Hayden Hurst, the tight end. I love the upside of Hayden Hurst for this fantasy season. Ronald Jones, I think, is a decent running back as well. So if we look at running backs, we could go running back again if we don't go quarterback. And again, no quarterbacks have come off since Deshaun Watson. There's another tight end that just came off. But let's see here. So we've got carry on. So Ronald Jones, Keyshawn Vaughn is also right here. But as far as who offers better value, man, Ronald Jones, great value there. So let's put him on the. Oh, he got taken. Well, all right. So that's what happens, man. I do like the idea that we could go for our quarterback. We're already pushing past when we should have taken Matt Ryan, but if Matt Ryan makes it back to us, I think he'd make a great 9th round pick. That would finish out our roster, and then we can start looking at depth. So let's see what we got going on here. Crowder did come off. Sterling Shepard is still on the board. Notice that, look how the top is all crowded with quarterbacks right now. That means there's going to be a run soon. Although I doubt it. I mean, we've already had, seven? Have 7 quarterbacks come off now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. So there's only 5 more teams that need a quarterback. So there's not like a huge demand. And it's such a deep position. You just don't need to go early. Look, okay, there's another quarterback. So only 4 more teams need a quarterback. So I think we can wait. I don't think we're going to worry about the quarterback right now. Like I said, I'm totally fine going with Daniel Jones late. Look at that. James White still on the board. Holy crap. All right. So because if we go here and we look at James White, where are you, White? Put him up. James White right at the top. Great value play there. Shoot, that's a gift. I'll take that gift all day. I'll take White. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Great. And who else came off? Kerryon Johnson, Latavius Murray, Hayden Hurst came off. Again, one of my favorite tight ends to target as a breakout this year. Fuller, Jones, Justin Jefferson, another rookie. Tevin Coleman came off. Interesting. So let's look at the 10th round. Tenth round, recommending okay, so here's where it's saying to take Daniel Jones, but really we don't need to because there's still like 5 quarterbacks ahead of him on the list. Marlon Mack, he got taken off earlier. Darrell Henderson, now there's another good one. Although, I tell you what, I do need a wide receiver. That's the thing, man. McCole Hart, is he still on the board? Do I still have him? Wide receiver? Yes! Holy crap. Okay. McCole Hardman and Sterling Shepard are both still available. McCole Hardman is a little bit more of a he's a little bit riskier because I don't know if he's going to get enough volume. I don't know if he's going to move into the number 2 receiver position. Obviously, I think he offers tremendous upside. I don't have a lot of faith in Sammy Watkins. His reliability is terrible. So he would be a great high upside wide receiver 3, but I think Sterling is actually the safer choice here, just on the volume. And Sterling is the number 1 receiver on that team. So I think I'm going to grab Sterling here in the 10th. Oh, and it's my pick. Yeah, I'll take Sterling. So Sterling's my 3rd wide receiver. We still have not taken a quarterback, but otherwise we've got 3 receivers, 6 running backs, and our tight end. So we're doing pretty good right now. I'm pretty happy with this team. How many more spots do we have? Just have to do the quarterback. Oh, and I got 1 more bench slot. Oh, that's it. 1 more bench slot, and then the quarterback. Shoot, I'm going to wait till the last round to take my quarterback then. I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. How many slots do we have? 1, 2. I only have 3 wide receivers right now. I really do need another wide receiver. So let's look at what wide receivers would be great for the next round. So we'll go to the 11th round. Tight end, Blake Jarwin, another tight end that I like. C. Lamb, he's already gone. Another running back. Let's see. Who else do we have? Judy, Preston Williams, Alshon Jeffrey. Not great choices here. But what I like to say is if you don't find something that you're looking for, just jump to the next round and see who's there because chances are you'll find someone good. Look at that. Curtis Samuel. Contract year. Upward trend in his usage. 5-star outlook. Nice value. Top 100 value. High reliability. I think Curtis would be great. Would be a great choice as our final wide receiver. So we are still working on here now. Look at this, McColl still sitting on the board. I love that. Look, and there's Alan Lazard. That's another guy who I like. I like Lazard. Watkins is still there. Mike Williams of the Chargers is still there. I don't really like him. I don't think he gets enough volume. Let's see here. So we've got... There's Curtis. Whoops. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. Got him marked. As far as running backs, who's still on the board? Pollard, Moss, Dylan, Anthony McFarland. Yeah, there's not really anybody that I'm dying to get. I really do like the running back core, though. I mean, come on. Drake, Fournette, David Johnson, Kareem Hunt, Phillip Lindsay, James White. You know what all those guys have in common? They are all excellent pass catchers. So this is PPR, man. That's perfect. But we're definitely going to get a wide receiver. We definitely need a fourth right here for him. So I'm gonna go on the upside for that. There we go. Let's see who else is still available. Watkins, Jeffrey, Miller, Henderson. Yeah, I'm taking Curtis. I know it's a bit of a flyer, but like I said, I just like everything about his situation for this year. I think he's going to be great. And he certainly offers upside as an 11th round pick. And we'll take our quarterback with the last pick. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Matt Ryan didn't make it back to us. I'm like, what if Matt Ryan even makes it back to us? But if he doesn't, that's fine. Stafford got taken. And so I think every team has a quarterback now. So it's probably going to be just me, whoever I want. And I do like the upside of Daniel Jones. I very much like his upside. Over these other players who I think are, decent options. I don't like Roethlisberger, but Drew Lock is kind of like my Hail Mary. But Daniel Jones, I think he's going to be great this year. He certainly has a high upside opportunity. So Aaron Rodgers got taken. I believe that was the 12th. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. So 14 quarterbacks have come off the board. Seems kind of silly that they were taken. And I know those guys aren't going to take a second quarterback here in the 12th round. That'd be stupid. But that is a risk, Who just came off there? Hawkinson. That's a great. I think that's a decent choice for a 12th round pick. Back to me. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Daniel Jones. Sweet. All right. That was a good draft. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to come back and we'll look at the ratings on these players for the on my app. And I think this draft turned out very, very well. So I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So the team is all set up. Now, looking at this, I've got, here's who I've got. So for running backs, Kenyan Drake, Leonard Fournette, David Johnson, Kareem Hunt, James White, Phillip Lindsay. Those are my running backs. My wide receivers are Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Sterling Shepard, and Curtis Samuel. I've got Tyler Higbee as my tight end. I've got Daniel Jones as my quarterback. As you can see here, all these players ranked very well. Lots of 4 and 5 star players, a couple of 3s. James White only ranks as 2 stars, but I got him so late in the draft. Just unbelievable value. For PPR, I can't believe he was available that late. He's still going to be a focal point of the passing game. But great reliability across the board. I got no low reliability players. And if you look at the value, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of my 12 players were top 100 value players. The only ones that weren't were Philip Lindsay and Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones is my quarterback, so that doesn't really matter because I think he's going to be a top 12 quarterback, worst case scenario. For this coming season. We also got some bounce back players. Kareem Hunt as a bounce back. We got contract year players, Leonard Fournette, Curtis Samuel, Philip Lindsay. Our breakout is Daniel Jones. We got players who've had an upward trend in their usage over each of the past 3 seasons. Kenyan Drake, Tyler Boyd, Curtis Samuel. That's very positive. And then Calvin Ridley, not on a contract year this year, but he is on a contract year after the 2021 season. So if he has a great season this year, he will probably get signed to an extension. So this is kind of his contract year. Great upside opportunity as far as that's concerned. So overall, very solid draft from a difficult draft position. Again, we were picking ninth, and so obviously all the key stars as far as running backs go are gone by the 9th pick. I still think we end up with a very strong team. The only thing I probably would have done differently is I probably would have liked to have gotten one more wide receiver, like maybe instead of James White, if we went with another receiver, we could have gotten someone like Mecole Hardman or something like that, a real high upside, second-year player, and it wouldn't really hurt our team not to have James White on there because everyone else is very good as far as I'm concerned for this fantasy season. So there you go. There's another draft, and this was a live draft with people and a timer, and you can see how I used my app. I'd like to invite you to go to my website, fantasyfootballmaverick.com. You can sign up. You can try a limited version of the app for free. You can use it on standard points leagues. And if you like it, you can subscribe, get full access to all the features of the app, including the player filters and draft mode for all different size leagues. In the limited version, you can only use the 12-team league. And try it out. Try it out. And the subscription is only $9.95 this month. That special ends at the end of this month. And absolutely worth it. It's going to totally raise your game for the fantasy season this year. Like I said, very nice team, very solid team. And thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Have yourself a great rest of your day. And we will talk again later. Have a great day, everybody.